Hi everyone, Jamie Lutz with ProCoop here with you on another WASDE Report Day. In today's report, this is going to be our first bit of information from the government after their shutdown. Our October report should have taken into account stock numbers from September 30th, so I'm sure that they will update those. And then biggest anticipation that the market has is probably a little bit of a cut to corn yield, maybe a half bushel cut to bean yield. But when we come back, we will take a look at what the report really said. Jamie Lutz here with you back after the crop report. I've got Geoff Peterson. He is our grain division manager. We are recording this midday while the market is trading. Currently, corn is down 11 and beans are down 20. Geoff, what were your quick takeaway from the report? I know the market was kind of anticipating maybe a little bit more exciting things happening in the bean market. Let's start with beans.
So beans, I would say the biggest driver going into it, a lot of people were looking for a reduction both in corn and bean yields. They got the bean yield. It's near the average trade guess. The average, the estimate from the WASDE was 53 bushels. The average trade guess was 53.1. They didn't get any kind of firework follow through from that. On top of it, the government cut exports 50 million bushels, citing the tax holiday in Argentina since the last report, citing the ongoing Brazilian competition and the lack of U.S. business. So if I'm a fund and I'm long, we got this major rally since October 1st. Beans have rallied $1.40 before the report.
Yeah.
And in that, it was on the news that we were going to come to a resolution with China. China was going to be back buying U.S. beans, and the funds went from a short to long, and they got in front of that and kind of rode the whole wave. And today they didn't get any follow through.
Yeah.
And to me, that's been the driver. We still have unknowns on the China front. The U.S. side is saying they're going to buy 12 million beans, 12 million metric tons before the end of December. The Chinese haven't confirmed anything. They've already bought some before. So is that 12 minus their previous purchases? Is it 12, new purchases? No one really knows. What we do know right now, they're not buying. They're buying out of South America. They bought some out of Canada supposedly last night. They're not buying from the U.S. And without additional Chinese follow through, futures don't need to be at this level. Cash is saying futures have outrun our demand. So we either need to see the 12 million purchases to continue to feed this, or we start to move lower because we don't really have the demand we thought.
And what are your thoughts on corn then?
So the market was expecting a big reduction in corn yield today, and they didn't get it. So they were expecting a number just below 184 bushel an acre. The government came out at 186. So we got a little less than a bushel reduction. They were expecting at least 3. And I will tell you, there's people going into it that was expecting more like 4, 5, 6, maybe even sub 180. I don't think that's real. The 186 may still be on the high side, but I think we're still 184 plus. From everything I've heard across the Midwest, it's a good crop. There's piles everywhere. There's corn stacked up everywhere. And that's signaling to me that there's plenty of corn around.
Mm-hmm.
With that, they added some export demand. There's a bunch of registrations today with the government holiday catch-up. We're going to be near an all-time record on U.S. exports, but feed's still probably overstated. Ethanol may be close to slightly overstated, but there's plenty of corn around. We have a carryout that's a little over 2.1 billion bushels, and there's nothing that says we're running out of corn. Couple that with, again, back to the Chinese not buying. There's sorghum in the Southwest. There's wheat in the Southwest. We have the smallest cattle herd we've had in 50 plus years.
Yeah.
There is, call it feed grains chasing feed demand, and there's not enough of it to support. So you're seeing corn down 10 today. Corn, I think, we'd rallied 35 cents since October 14th. Yes, on the back of beans, a lot of it, but some on, the corn's not there. Well, we didn't get confirmation of that today. Can they trim it going forward? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Will they trim demand when they do it? Yes. Do we still have a carry out north of 2 billion bushels? That is my firm belief.
Yep.
So
these are the numbers that we get to trade for the next month.
Yep. So what does corn need to really get it excited? It probably needs a story in beans. it needs beans and China coming in and buying to drag it along.
Yeah.
And beans probably are still a selling opportunity. Corn, it's probably a selling opportunity to get out in front of it and sell the carry and earn some of that and price into better cash prices.
Thank you very much for your time. If you guys have any questions about the report or just what to do with the markets in general, don't hesitate to reach out to myself, to Geoff, to any of the members of the grain origination team or our locations. Thank you so much for your guys' time.